Okay, so I'm going to go through some of like drill work with the balls that I would use to try and tackle some of these issues. Depending on if you've got like a smaller group, you can just get a line here, and throw at each other. Should we do that rather than the wall? 'Cause it's banging and crashing and whatever. Yeah, so have like a line this side and throw to another line at that side. Okay, so one of the things we're going to try and work on is trying to be long at the front, so we're not bleeding everything out. So you're going to run to your partner, so you're going to have that lovely athletics rhythm, which is what? What's the What? 1, 2, yeah, so you're going to run to your partner, 1, 2, 3, but you're going to stop as tall as you possibly can, as long as you can when you're releasing. So just run to your partner, but I'm going to look for that long, tall delivery. How's that? Okay. Try and be quite precise with when you're delivering it, that you're not just bleeding forward when you're walking through it. Try and stop as tall as you can. Hold that position. Good. Still like fall off here. So just boom, stop, toe on the floor still. Yeah, that's ass back. Push your hips forward so you're tall in delivery. Yes, nice. So a little bit of the need to learn to decelerate. I think as athletics coaches, we're really good at coaching acceleration and concentric actions, but there's not a lot of isometric or rapid eccentrics. But then when we throw, we have to have that. So this one's a really good one at getting people to stop and brace through here. And it gets me to work on their lovely finish through there. So they're like, they're waving bye-bye to that sort of stuff. The common fault that a lot of these are doing is that like they have like a first kiss moment and they're like lifting their back foot up like on a romantic film. So can they push and still have their foot attached to the floor? I can't. If I was going to deliver a punch, if I did this, there's going to be zero power there. So I need them to be in contact with the floor all the way through. It's very romantic, clearly. Push your foot into the floor. Is that what it is? Another first kiss there. Or they want to deliver, and as the ball's coming through, instead of going long, they'll go short and they'll leave their bum behind. So I want to try and get them as long and as tall as we can. Okay, let's go side on now. So you're going to do the same thing. So you go left, right, left, finish side on. So we're just putting a quarter turn into it. Left, right. Oh, yours is. I'm going to go backwards for you, don't I? Right, left, right. You see the piking happening with the hips rather than being here. Or you'll get people try and rotate off when they deliver. So they'll throw, we'll see, because she rotated off when she did her full, didn't she? So see if she rotates off in this. Oh, that was better. So she delivered. Did you hear her say that? Yeah. So what she did before, she like left arm going through. So if you do med ball as part of conditioning, you could do this rather than having to do an extra throw session, but you're getting something out of it that's going to translate into your technical sessions, yeah? So in terms of like efficient time use, you could have this rather than some of the other stuff. Okay, so now add an extra quarter turn. So for the right-handed people, you're going to face away and then you go, where am I going? Left, right, left, but I'm still going to try and end up really, really long. For you, you're going to go right, left, right, and I'm still going to deliver tall. Okay, so we're looking for finish as strong and as long as you can. No falling through here, no ass back, and none of this going on, all right? So it's just boom, finish tall. Let's go. So we're still emphasizing that long, tall delivery. Make the most of these athletic people that we've got. So the other bit that this is good for, I'm thinking that some of them are going to have to throw discus and they're all going to have to throw javelin, is getting used to stacking your weight on your right leg. So when you run in, I'm going to try and stack everything on top so then I can then push into it rather than if I bleed into here. So jav, discs, exactly the same. I need to stack to be able to press off it. I compress the load through here and it gives me it back. So if any of them are here and they're sliding through, we want to try and minimize that. But this will transfer into the other throws, not just shot. What I would do right-handed, I would spend some time going left-handed as well. So I'd like you to try rotational. So face straight on to your partner. I would, right-handed, go left, right, left. So I'm stacked through here, I'm nice and tall, I'm trying to get my hips through. So left, right, left, and I'm still delivering tall. Okay, and I've got a brace there. You're going, whoa, you're gonna challenge us here. Right. Boom, okay? So can you still deliver tall on a rotation? Can you still get as long as you can when you're rotating round? So that you've got to develop that awareness, try and get yourself tall, so when you step through, you can stay tall and push off that rather than anything collapse through. Yes, that's going to give you more rotation, the ball's going to go through a bigger path, but it's going to slow you down. You're not Ryan Krauser, so just stay on top and just work through tall. Good, nice tall delivery through that, it's good. Try and fix it though, so it's not spin off. But that was lovely through there. Next one we'll try and get them to do, so you can stick with rotation since you're a spinner. The rest of them we're going to go backwards, but we're going to try and, instead of run back, we're going to try and hop back. So it's outside of a circle, so they don't have the constraint of I need to try and get towards the stop board. They're just going to start here, hop and boom. Okay, can they go from closed at the back to open hips but still closed shoulders? So can they get hop, bum bum, and then they work through that nice long tall position. Okay, so I'm not bothered how far you hop, but you now got to hop backwards, right, left. Okay, still emphasis on being as long as you can on finish. Just float them up, just pop them up. Don't go for crazy height, just literally pop it up. So now with hopping, observation I would make, there's a lot more of this going on. So they're hopping, they're landing on their right and they're bleeding through rather than landing on here and pushing. Yeah, so Nick?
Yes.
Yes, French Nick?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're landing through there and you're going, so the shoulders go ahead of you. So try and land stacked and then move your hip forward.
Strong left.
Yeah, so land on your right and then you're still trying to get. Okay, try that. Yes, so can you go from short to long that little bit with a bit more intent? Long. That's nice, Holly.
Like that?
Yeah, but right up. Go on. Well, that was a step back, but yeah, the idea of trying to get landed on top and explode everything so you're tall was right. Other things that people are doing, so I've seen it with quite a few combined eventers where they'll try and drive off the back of the circle here. That's going to mean they go that way, potentially, and fall out of the bucket, so fall out to this side. So trying to get them to line up, so then they've got more of an idea of where to land through here is really, really important. I think you're going to get an incomplete long, so you're going to move your short through to here as well. So we're trying to get that length through there to get that compression. You can do it with the ball if you want. I want you to try and now go long off the back. So much, much longer off the back. So instead of just focusing on trying to be tall through here and as long as you can on delivery, can you get long off the back? See how long you can get before you throw. So you're still going to hop, but you're going to try and hop as long as you can. So hop for length. That was really nice. Good work. So the idea is if I go long off the bat, then I don't need to necessarily coach where that left leg goes. It should just go that way, rather than you'll see when people come in and they want to go this way and it gives them nothing. So if I'm getting long, I should just be getting that. That should be the emphasis. The intent should be to get long through here, then they can whip and go. Can you go drive straight back because you're still like here on an angle? Go straight back.
What, as in this way?
Yeah. So you want to go straight back and then open your hips. How did that feel?
A lot more open.
A lot more open. And what did that give you? More time to work on it, okay. Like for me, like I've used those as a potentiation part of a warm-up. So if you're following a ramp warm-up, raise, activate, mobilize, potentiate. So I'd stick those as a nice potentiation part. In terms of other bits that I put in, so I've used them as supersets. So I'll get them to do some throws. Between the set of throws, they'll go away and work on those things. And then also, like I mentioned before, if you want to put that sort of stuff as part of your conditioning part, so your work capacity stuff, rather than getting to run loads and loads of 15s or whatever, you could get that sort of stuff in there, okay? Because it's going to build some work capacity if you're doing enough of it and you're getting enough reps through it. So different options to use it, but the emphasis, so the intent that you're doing them for can change. So for some of it, like we started off trying to get as long and tall through this as we can, rather than dropping the ass back, foot up, or drifting off. So that being the emphasis. And then you just change the emphasis to, okay, we want you to get open, but I want you to go from short to long faster, or you might focus on the intent being that length through there. So depending on what time of year you're working on, what their limitation is, you then can differentiate between the different throwers in your session, or different combined eventers, sorry, within your session based on what cue and what intent they do the same drill for. So you could have a group of 20, although what Club Mark would say you'd have to have a group of 12 per coach, all doing the same drill but with slightly different intents to get what you want from it. So it's where it can be like a lot of bang for your buck, I suppose. Okay, so then, then if I was using that as a superset, imagine I've superset that for a bit, then I'll come back into here. We're all going to do your full throw, so whether that be glide or rotation, but I want to really, really emphasize the length at the back, and then when you finish, the length at the finish. Okay, so try and be really tall and long, try and be really long through here, okay? For the spinner, have you done from the back?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, we're going to see some wonderful things today then. So you're going to go to the back, all right? So your length, okay, so if you wind up, your length, I want you to try and get long all the way to that right sector line, and then you're going to run through and get long at your finish. I lost you there when I was spinning around, okay? So length out the back is length to there, all right? Everyone else's length out that way, okay? So just do your best with that. So just cue in length. How did your length feel? Down, okay. What about your length at the finish?
Yeah, going down.
Going down,
Yeah.
okay. How was your length at the back?
I think the length was fine, but here it was just...
Okay, so you got one out of the two lengths. That was really good. I really, really liked that long extension you got out of the back. That was nice. You what?
Slipped off my fingers.
Okay, how was your length at the back?
I felt like it was alright, yeah.
Could you see the right hand set?
I looked down there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, what about your length at the finish?
Not too short, I didn't really connect with it. So
Okay, good. So we've got one of the two. So remember you, when we talked about before, you're trying to get drive straight? Yeah. So you've got more than just length, sorry. How was your length off the back? And then when you're on finish?
down.
Quite down?
Yeah.
Okay, length at the back's really nice though, so that's good. Keep emphasising that as long as you can, and then we'll work to just, okay. So we're going to try and do the middle in the next drill. We'll play around with that. Okay. Good. How was your length off the back? Okay. What about your length at the finish? Not great. Okay. I want to see how aware people are of what they're trying to do. They've just done loads of it, so can they self-organise without me having to do much? But I might just have to prompt some questions. Right in. So even longer through here. Second full rotation. Very nice. How was the length at the back? Yeah, I like it. You just need to work to get length at the finish. That's good. Okay, so little bits of like, if you wanted to go dig a little bit deeper with the length stuff, yes, look for heel. So if you guys can see the bottom of my shoe, I must have come off my heel, so that's like an easy thick picture to look for. Other bits is, so if I was to go over a hurdle for my lead leg and feel that gap through here, that sort of a shape. If people are going over top of a hurdle like this, if I was going over a hurdle like this, I'd be worried, I think. I need to try and close that gap so I can feel that short gap here would be the other thing I try to get with that length. And the third is just the direction that that left leg goes. Does it go up or does it just go long and down? All right, so I was just focused on the length and the back there, my three things.